Biscuits Boarding and Training Facility. This is Charlotte. She's a young female lab mix, and she's done pretty well. She's got a little rebellious stage she's going through. Not sure if it's what she's bred with other than a lab, or it's just her being a puppy, but she can get very rebellious. But what I've got here is a 6-foot leash, okay, a prong collar, and basically we're going to go through about 3 or 4 different exercises. The heel on leash, the stay, the down stay, the recall, and I use hand signals as well as verbal commands through all these exercises. So when we return, we'll start out with a heel on lead. Good girl, Charlotte. Okay, when you start out with a heel, the dog is always to be at your left side, okay? Give the leash a little bit of a little play where it hooks to the collar, okay? And when you take your first step, just tell her to heel, and she should start walking along with it. Don't drag her like this, because she's not going to like that. She's a little rebellious that way. And most dogs, that teaches them, if you're going to pull this way, they're going to pull that way. So it's like a tug of war. You don't want to do that. Just leave it loose where it hooks to the collar. And then if you feel it get tight, you're walking, just give a little pull and release and tell her to heel. And keep walking in the direction that you're walking. You ready, girl? Charlotte, heel. Good girl. Good girl. What? Heel. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Exercise finished and praise your dog. Good girl. Okay, this is going to be Charlotte's down stay. She likes to lay down rather than sit, as you well know. I can't figure out why, but it's almost like she's been taught that. She doesn't seem to be sore to sit. She can sit, but like that right there, but she only does it on her terms. She will not, she'd rather lay down. So either I'd prefer to have her in a sit, but if she lays down, that's fine. Tell her to stay. Hand signals to stay. Put your hand in her face. Tell her to stay as you walk to the end of your leash. And then the hand signal to come is just bring your hand to your chest, and she should come to you. Okay? Stay. 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 Charlotte, come. Come on. Sit. Good girl. Exercise finished and praise your dog. Good girl. Okay, this is going to be Charlotte's down stay. Just going to put her in a down, which she already likes to do. Hand signal to stay, just like the recall. You're going to put your hand in her face, tell her to stay, walk out to the end of your leash. And at first, down, stay. At first, if you can only walk this far away, stay, like this far, and then return, that's fine. But what I've done is got to the end of the leash, tell her to stay, only stay for 2 or 3 seconds, then come back. And exercise finished, and really praise her. Eventually you'll be able to do it for 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever. So let's see how she does. Down, stay, 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 stay. Exercise finished and praise your dog. Good girl. Okay, for a conclusion, Charlotte's done well, but there are some things that we've talked about before. With her not wanting to sit, rather than to fight with her and hinder the training, because she does have a rebellious stage, and I think you need to do like what I've done, is just do what works, gradually work into it. I have tried real hard to get her to sit, work with her, and sometimes she'll do it, but at other times she can get a little rebellious and actually start to not like the training so well. So we don't want that to happen, because then you'll lose ground and lose everything that we've accomplished. So just real gradually try to get her to sit. We know she can do it. She does it more when she's off the leash than she does on the leash. For some reason, you tell her to sit when she's on a leash and she drops her front feet right to the ground. I don't under her chest right to the ground. I don't understand that. So anyway, she's done really well. It's just that you need to try to continue these exercises at home at least once a day if you can. And take a deep breath before you start, because if she's in one of her rebellious stages, take a deep breath and work through it. Always end on a good note, and little by little you'll make headway, and in the end, I think she'll be very well trained. But it's going to take time. She's still very young, so she's doing really well. But going in and out of doorways, she knows to. Usually, I just make her stand and stay while I open the door and go through the door first. She does that pretty well. Like I say, she usually doesn't sit. Hey. She usually doesn't sit. She'll either lay down or she'll stand there while I open the door first. And I just give her a couple pulls on the leash and tell her to stay as I open the door, walk through it, and then do a recall. Call her, hand signal to your chest like that is to tell her to come, and she'll walk right through the door after you do. So the hand signals you need to remember is the sit, which we don't really do much with her because she doesn't do that. Hand signal to sit. Hand signal to stay is the palm of your hand in her face. Even if you're this far away, stay. And if she sees you, stay. And then the hand signal to come is just tell her to come. Bring your hand to your chest, tell her to come. And to down is just point to the ground and tell her down. Okay? So it's sit, stay, come, and down. That's the exercises, okay? So she's done very well. Thank you very much. Good girl.